Marisol Delgado has been added to the ship roster and has claimed her quarters. This unit has also been informed by Agent Delgado that she is not to be disturbed while resting unless the ship is on fire, and even then only if it nears my quarters.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically viewed consultants who labor with committing to a side.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus a...
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Some fly-by-night indentured internship?
I'm a self-taught self-starter. What's your excuse?
Swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do what things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's Chosen.
I'm Jean Turper-Tyler, sixth base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's chosen goalie at the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I want to cleave him in twain. Anti's Choice! Darlings! We won! Hustle takeover this! Right back at you!
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I...
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Valued employees, Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast time, starting with product development, the boss loaf and
Take it up with the head office.
operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvement.
Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting. When I heard about the job, not for me.
11% quarter-over-quarter.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs.
Whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for
Well, you're in luck. Auntie's Choice is hiring outside contractors, and an Earth Directorate agent should fit the bill nicely. Well, still need to check your record, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time, unknown. Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're the questionable sort who we do business with, but you're definitely not our best friend. You should probably consider accepting our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia.
like Protectorate want to control their subject thoughts to safeguard their...
Fine, go on in. We're used to questionable characters like you being somewhat difficult. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Make something of yourselves. Live a life that's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe.
This area is for client intake specialists only, though I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Choice. Our product line is stronger than nature. took what nature heedlessly assembled and thusly rebettered it through artificial means. At
Now, with
Andy's
child-proven
choice, we
easy
strive to be 110%.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price.
Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals.
Like what?
With
Ask away.
choice. Attention, any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report.
Ah,
Starting with
a potential outside contractor. Check in with the intake specialist at head office tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for head office tower on the Termicular if you've got an all-access pass, or you can hoof your way there through the value-added Esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place?
demoted for playing confidential logs in a paid public toilet. Not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step.
Definitely the best choice. It's a tray-exclusive VIP saloon on the value-added Esplanade. The private elevator up to it is directly across from the recording studio. You're not thinking of trying to go in there, are you?
Product development.
Oh.
Remember,
Oh.
Elise, when you told colleagues
Good luck.
at the bottom rung that I was, quote,
Well, farewells are free.
the tooth and short on ideas. There, you agonized for weeks that you're gone. Get back to me. Anxiety.
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Berry lunch.
Breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report.
Since corporates always look to build things as cheaply as possible, this thing will likely fly off the tracks and kill us all. Well, at least it'll be an interesting ride.
The ACS undisputed claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's choice departments.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie's choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above. Occasional frivolity. But no, what sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil self-determinativist, or hero of meritocracy, into Auntie's Choice esteemed and valuable...
Go consume like a good consumer.
Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring...
Feels like a glimpse of Arcadia's future, if Auntie's Choice has its way.
Arcadia.
You there? Yes, you! I'd recognize your kind anywhere. You're one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
And the best healthcare...
Name a food, any food, and I guarantee I got it. Absolutely, unqualifiably, positively guaranteed. Please note that this is not in any way to be construed as a guarantee.
All across the galaxy.
Pretty intriguing.
The best way to stop a tummy from rumbling is to cram it painfully full of foodish and food-like items.
what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial.
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural?
Something?
If you have a malady, we have the remedy.
Through the conspicuous consumption.
You dropped something.
Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive...
Unrelated bric-a-brac. We got your unrelated bric-a-brac right here.
Down 14% in net gross. You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output...
Experience the most sought-after inebriates on the undisputed claim. The Raptidon Bite. Exclusively here at the Bottom Runger.
Like it's your life's
Welcome to
work.
the Bottom Runger. Exclusive home of the Raptidon Bite.
And the actions of maverick freelancers. There's a lot of volatility out there right now.
Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can see to your needs.
I can't afford it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition.
That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend, I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself.
We have a wide range of goods.
May your day be profitable at the expense of your rivals.
To the most bit-minded of customers, we have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine. Plus,
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI.
Need anything?
we are also the only retailers for...
Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia. And you can only get it here at the Bottom Runger. Don't ask what's in it. Even I don't know. At the Bottom Runger, we offer inebriation for the budget-conscious individual.
Perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
The recipe of our exclusive cocktail is our most closely guarded secret. Our competitors would kill to find out. Can you discern its ingredients? Try the Raptidon Bite today. Experience the most sought-after inebriates on the undisputed claim. The Raptidon Bite. Exclusively here at the Bottom Runger.
Skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years?
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. There are half-dozen sinks left to clean this shift, as well as one thoroughly formidable latrine, and I... Wait. How terribly rude of me. It's you. You're the one who talked me down from my horrible course at the N-ray range on Golden Ridge.
At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is...
Improving myself, my friend. I have a new lease on my existence, and it's all thanks to you. You see, I meditated on your words, and on the events that led me to strapping myself to an explosive threatening to kill us both. Something had to change. I realized that the tremendous question, that of controlling the universe's uncertainty, was too tremendous to pursue. So I sought an environment I could control.
Known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base
I do believe I am where I was always meant to be. Janitorial science is deceptively difficult and shockingly stimulating. If you've not, you must try it sometime. Eliminating the malodorous quality of a once bilious stall is just as stimulating a dilemma as any mathematical quandary. Anyhow, I mean not to ramble. Once again, consider me in your debt, eternally. If you ever require a sanitation engineer, I shall come running, mop in hand.
Sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? Ha! That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play
samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
No fewer than 6 critical blood force traumas in last week's contest between the Easy Heel
Purpleberry product samples! Purpleberry product samples!
I hit our least bankable.
Enter elsewhere.
Against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day.
Complimentary Purpleberry comestibles! Compliments of Auntie's choice!
Backs benched. They'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes.
Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute, all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do, anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be.
Designed to be better than nature. Because nature...
There's 2 things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective.
Spread unfettered free trade and
Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine. Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how. Take your time. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
I was just watching the latest bout between the Easy Heel Loafers and the Zero-G Shooters. Just quality cleaving from the huck-off to the...
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
That 20-back tackle pileup of the tender in the mid-court restricted...
People say Auntie's Choice and Sub Rosa are no different.
Keep an eye out for snitches.
Talk about
Got a good thing
naivete.
going here.
Each has got its own distinct brand of con.
Concession sales, invasive marketing...
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Branded Sprat Crisp penalty buckets. But I digress. Just as in tossball, we all need to put on our winger face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides huck. Play by the rules or play to win. You can't do both. feeling motivated? Certainly you are.
Can't you see I'm on the clock? Ever miss a limited time offer and wonder about how your life would have been?
See you at center field.
Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can buy.
Assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Anti's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded...
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
My bits
Remember
are
to
on
haggle.
Ormsby.
I hear
She's
Auntie's
the more
bigwigs love
predacious of the
haggling.
two. Quite an effective stabber.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's Choice is hiring. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Where was I? Oh, yes, because you are making a choice to grab destiny and claim it as your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, I'm finished. You'll find VP Hewitt right over there. When you're done, please exit to your left, where 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting for you.
Well, wonderful to meet you. CF Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. The moment you decided you wanted more from your life, when you realized that Arcadia was an opportunity to forget what was before and join the winning team. My team.
We assume you know a good deal when you see it. At Auntie's Choice, we know how to get things done. If your agenda lines up with our own, expect it completed in no time.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen.
Presumably, whatever you were offered wasn't an opportunity to change the galaxy. And the offerer wasn't Auntie Cleo.
We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human billboards. Of course, I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional athletes bludgeon each other.
Well, that is an unexpected disappointment. Though I do have faith that the more time you spend in Arcadia, the more tempting our offer will be.
There's more than one contractor in this labor market. Be seeing you.
Well, hello again. Have you changed your mind about joining my team? Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. Negotiating? As in giving in to them? So they do the same amount of work they've been contracted to do, but get more bits because they threw a fit?
While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through...
That would signal to workers all over the system that all they have to do to get more bits is hamstring Auntie's operations.
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability. No, you misunderstand my meaning. Deniability doesn't mean we hide behind you. It means you may act outside the fundamental tenets of Auntie's Choice society.
But you, who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Come now, you're overreacting. This is a tremendous opportunity for very little risk. You will suffer a lifetime of regret if you let this opportunity pass you by. How about you head to Praetor and see for yourself? Why, I reckon the solution will come to you so easily that it'll feel like free money.
Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up. Quarter over quarter.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Mister, any bits to spare? Talk is cheap, but my time is not.
Why, looky here. I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or were you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder. See? Can't say no to that. We tailored our pitch right to one such as yourself, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day, with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is... Okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work. Steal his idea! Wonderful! Wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
I want to defeat the Protectorate as much as the next rational sentient being. But I'm not sure it's worth allying with the corporatists. You're quite curious. I'm unsure if you're a mercurial contrarian, corporate stooge, or possess some hidden strategy. They are doggedly persistent, I'll give them that much. Like a breadworm with a pile of manure. May all our travails add to the equation.
Shame you're to get rid of Inez like that. But if I'm being honest, having a walking testament to the cruelty of corporations on the team made me a tad uncomfortable.
short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the Tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
That structure in the distance is the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I mean, I'd assume it is. Looks like a Rift experimental facility type place, right?
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Commander's almost dead. Either restore my life or avenge myself.
Knew you had my back.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the Overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch?
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! No more floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! With no...
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? That spiteful little cur. She's up in her office imagining new ways to make us miserable. But you're gonna need to find a different way in. She's locked the doors to keep us out. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
I've heard of this.
No
a
more
strike.
bottles on factory floors!
Strike their employer
Time
to death.
for unlocked bathroom doors! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? We're supposed to be working it, slaving away for a few meager bits that we then gotta use to pay for our own necessities. They work us like sissy pigs, charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours, and don't let us relieve ourselves but in empty fizzy tea bottles we keep beneath our stations. So, we're making trouble until that changes. Until we get some respect. Until the privy is left open all day. Indeed. Gotta say, I'm glad to hear you are, at least in spirit, aligned with our plight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to avoid customers. Is there something you need? See that repackaging facility down there? So, we're making trouble. Can't imagine what. Ain't like you could fix all of Auntie's Choice's hierarchy by your own self. I don't think you could even change this one dumpish overseer ruining our lives. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Venting frustrations don't normally involve, you know, an actual vent.
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Machines have been off for a week. Can't believe what I'm losing on Adrena time. Rum.
The beauty of the corporatist ideology rears its ugly head.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. You'll fit right in with my peons. So, maybe it'll make sense to you when they babble about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice, and if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. What? No, that would never... Well, actually whipping them might keep them awake and on task better than the adrena time we give them. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer. Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. Their value is in providing their minuscule contribution to this mighty and prestigious corporation. And by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished. Well, that's all fine and good in your system. But here in Arcadia, it is Auntie's needs we cater to, and right now, her need is you convince Dumbly Dunbar to get back to work. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days!
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Then what in law's name are you doing here? Well, that certainly is unexpected. And potentially wonderful. Assuming, of course, you can actually help us. Auntie's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is, poor, labor retention techniques? What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which requires stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets to be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. I suppose that's true. It wouldn't take much to put enough pep in their proverbial step to make up for 2 lost hours. Their overall productivity might even improve. That would translate into more profit for the plant, which means larger bonuses for me, which should be more than enough to make up for the drop in hourly production. All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. I suppose that is true. They are probably not doing their best work if they are distracted by their biological needs. Fine. They'll be unlocked. But breaks will be unpaid. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No! I would never! That's slander. And/or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get too hasty here. What do you want from me? Huh. I don't know why you would waste leverage on them, but I suppose you've got your reasons. All right. They'll get their Adrena time, and you'll get all the bits I got on me. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demands! can!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Well, I'm not gonna pretend that's satisfying news, but at least we'll have, some relief. That beats, acting like we're holding it all day. What's next? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, that certainly is disappointing. But I suppose we'll manage. An extra 2 hours off a day will make life a little easier, at least. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair creme now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Not sure how I feel about making workers' lives minimally better so they keep on slaving away. But I guess if they're too slack-jawed to see what's being done to them, so be it.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course.
As I told you before, we need to wait for Niles.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. I hope you're able to maintain that level of enthusiasm after being shot at a few times. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. The time for considering risk is past. We cannot afford to be timid when battling giants. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done. They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers. After you.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. Matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Yes, so wise matriarch, lead us into this future you have envisioned.
Set course for Arcadia. In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Step aside. This might sting. A lot.
Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive. The Sovereign provides, the system provides.
Whoa, to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
Actually, the matriarch passed at the impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90! So young! Invasive element.
Now that's taken care of, we can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
All handled. My turn. There should be a hidden entrance here. There. You can access the lower level now.
Shark! It's a fight! Oh, on the wrist. Either restore my life or avenge my death! I'm alive. Who needs to die?
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear, on my love of the Sovereign, let me leave and I will breathe not a word of your presence here.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield so easily. We're wasting time. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations. Fine. Seeing as you both lack the stomach, I suggest turning away now.
No! No! Matriarch, preserve me!
Seems you couldn't be bothered.
Feels ugly and wrong, what we just did. Doubt the Earth Directorate would approve neither. This damn job. Never gets easier, does it?
We can waste air on the ethics of this choice when the Protectorate's boot is no longer crushing our necks. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
No going back from here. Not until we've done what we came here to.
Hold! Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously.
And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his automech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the doors should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it! Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe if we could peep the wiring.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Damn it! The automated security forces!
Anomalous.
Niles, watch out!
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. You like these things take time, Commander. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Substance penetrating
just found a logbook that indicates there are NOA wires installed that may correspond with each switch. Perhaps that'll be useful. The code I originally supplied can still be relied upon. 132. Wrong again. The code is 132. To see you were not overly impeded by this puzzle, but I apologize for my... That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Zev seem a little off to you, Commander? I think he's starting to worry me. That whole business with the curator, never seen Zeb so eager for bloodletting before. He's a changed man. Just ain't sure it's for the better. Losing Audra couldn't have helped neither. Still wish we could have done more there. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple. Speaking of, remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
Nice! I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack a thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here. This can't be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the Matriarch invented... nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now. I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
Must be why the chief said we'd be on our own if we were caught. We were breaking the terms of this agreement. Unbelievable.
If this information is true,
Then the Earth's Directorate permitted the matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work, its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear matriarch is a fraud, a cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this is almost better. By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. I understand your reticence, but people should have the power and means to make choices for themselves, even unhealthy ones.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Hold on, Commander. Exposing the Earth Directorate in this way will cause people to lose faith and embolden the corporations to do as they please. Who does that help? Not to mention what might happen if that skip drive tech falls into the wrong hands. I've seen you bend over backwards to help this colony. If you truly believe this is the right course of action, I'll back you. But you had best be sure. Guess we're gonna do things your way, Zeb.
I remember a time when you would have dreamed of this moment. I'm only sorry today did not turn out to be as golden as we imagined. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. I had my doubts, but you truly delivered. I'll remain a while longer and make sure to grab everything off the data banks.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
Actually reckon I'm taking my leave for good. We're too far apart now in the things that matter. There's no future for us that don't end the same way it did last time. Not sure Arcadia's got one either, thanks to your decision. Come on, Commander. Let's just go.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
Zebulon just sent word of your success in reaching the vault.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. I'm disappointed. Full stop. Zeb didn't exactly give us a choice, but it's gonna keep me up at night, wondering where all that intel might end up, to what end it'll be used. I just feel so stupid. Zeb used us, DeVries used us. The Earth Director's been lying to everyone. Isn't there a single honest person in this voided galaxy? I know, and I appreciate that, Commander. You're not the problem. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to. Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. I'm not saying what she did was forgivable, but I find myself wondering what would have happened if she'd lived. Isn't that the damnedest thing? Same could be said for Zeb. Law, even for us. And intentions do matter. If I accidentally trip you, that's a lot different than aiming my foot at your shins, ain't it? Wouldn't dream of it. Not least of all because I value the good limbs I have left. Anyway, you take my point. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I ought to call it quits. Sometimes it feels like I don't know what I should be doing. I'm just cutting wires and hoping for the best. All right. I take your meaning, Commander. Guess I could stand to chin up a bit. Foolish as it might be, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is. Maybe I can make it better. Won't know until I try. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed. Right behind you, Commander.
Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's choice! Darling! We won! Hostile takeover next! Right back at you. I'm Auntie Cleo.
Welcome back. We understand you've been a very busy little manty wasp. Well, out with it.
Yes, time is bits. Tell us how it went.
Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us.
A satisfactory effort, my ameliorator. I had hopes your talents would yield a result a mite more in our favor, but good work overall.
Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11%.
Well, I suppose I can't argue with the truth of that.
Anything else you'd like to report?
Compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in, well, whatever.
Your performance at that facility went exceedingly well, all things considered, and it was an ideal first step in effecting my monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
There you go again, pinning your career to that flim-flam mathematical malarkey. What do a bunch of eggheads know about marketing? Marketing isn't some rigmarole you can plug into a computronic doodad. It's instinct, intuition, know-how. It's a fucking art.
Yes, suppose we should move on. Ursula, will you do the honors?
I'm the head of our proprietary insight acquisition division. Stealing our rivals' trade secrets? That's our bread and butter. We can sometimes lack a certain subtlety, though. The Protectorate have a process called mental refreshment. Some kind of mind manipulation business. There's a facility for it on Praetor. And he wants details on their methodology, pharmacology, and technology. This archive plan says it's important. Fine. Auntie and I agree it presents possibilities. Actually, it's only 3. Surely you can handle twice that many tasks. I don't want to sound like the Order, but you could make a list, maybe. A few aspirational goals, if possible. If you see a chance to talk their lead scientist into joining us, and/or dig up additional details about the process, do so.
Which is to say, we'll make it more worth your while. I promise you'll never want for compensation while in our employ.
See you when it's done.
now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with
Get you something?
deficient. Respected subordinates, spare me.
Oh, you're a direct one. You'll want the proprietor, Melquiades Alcantara. Should be in his office around the corner.
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's
If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care. Only every day. But he's not as bad as most. In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and also Zeranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. Around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. The drink's quite a hit around here, and it's Melquiades' own proprietary recipe. People would literally kill to find it out. Till next we meet.
And file. The big rift cut off tossball news from home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitch.
You're here from Melquiades Alcantara? Afraid you're a mite bit late.
Don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T-zones then?
Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance. Did you know the deceased?
That won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie. Our tossball teams play for keeps.
Seems like you're not the only one. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour?
And Spectrum brand bandits. I'd pit our least bankable tossball team against the Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day of the fiscal week.
Fair assessment. Not particularly helpful, though.
They'd forfeit by middle time. It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall.
We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they need to be held accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers.
Platinum executive skybox above the line of scrummage. Auntie Cleo's was specifically
Just like on that show, Corporate Fixers for Hire. You're just like Rico Sockdolager in real life. Who does that make me? If you're after the recipe, you probably want to ask around at the bottom runner. Someone there might know who'd kill Melquiades for it.
The first of many rivals, but that
Go on. You're clear to saunter freely. But remember, taste more and feel less. With Anti-Fizzo's number.
and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. But we do so knowing you persist.
Wrong leeches. Always thieving.
By our products. So
Don't move. My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up or face Auntie's justice.
Your auntie. This is Auntie Cleo, offering
I'm listening.
welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and
Funny you should say that. I've been entertaining a theory this was a mere misunderstanding, and you were a trustworthy sort. Pleases me to see I had the right of it.
artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a
Pleasure doing business with you. Watch yourself in the future.
Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio diversified, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the
Look who's
throttle.
back.
Won't be any
You.
malfeasance if you don't look for it.
I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melchiah said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. Hope you don't want a Raptidon bite. Melchiah just kept the recipe a secret, from me at least.
Like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
For every taste and meal you can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means at
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 cysty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the Best Choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
with Auntie's Choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter.
A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Don't know about you, Commander, but I don't take kindly to extortion. Let's find another way inside. A cheaper one.
Bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance.
Very well, we can settle for only a minor contribution to my retirement fund. Take it or leave it.
Us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance.
That's because it's not just any bar. It's the Best Choice. And lining my pockets so you can mingle with high society is absolutely worth the cost.
You're supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output.
Eyes up, Commander. That vent appears person-sized.
I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected.
Ah, this is where the more successful vapid commercialists congregate to be short-sighted together.
Oh, look at this one.
There are so
See, they're letting in anyone now.
Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget. From the
Oh, don't we
y'all. Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. Well, since you're here.
But that we can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice.
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom line consumer.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this.
Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again.
And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
They tried with us in Tau City, but did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's...
What? All this?
Furtive mixing of cocktails is simply how I relieve stress in a productive manner. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything.
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message. Attention, valued employees. Auntie here to brighten your workday with a report on just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for profit forecast.
As if I don't know how to scour a crime scene. Please. This isn't some run-of-the-mill one-bit operation. The best choice is the Spectrum Violet of the Esplanade. Our patrons pay well to stake their claim as the most VIP of the VIP. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray.
Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in, well, whatever.
Think you're wearing down my resolve, don't you? Ugh. Yeah, maybe just a little. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow.
Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy, cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results. Writ large and
Come back when you do, I suppose. Or don't. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing.
Finally, somebody else here with the guts to act. I was about ready to start tearing my ears off, trapped as I was, listening to these running mouths. Pleased to see you. I ain't sure if you heard, but I'm looking at a promotion to president of aggressive acquisitions after what you and I accomplished on Paradise Island.
Freedom's all about.
Exactly what I told you. Locate priority foes and bring them low. Make the difficult decisions. Bring the war to a close and look damn fine in the process. You'll see. I owe you more than a few drinks. See me a couple of months down the line, and you and I'll drink Arcadia dry. But for now, go sever some vital arteries for me.
Your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now as a responsible member of society?
Wait, what? How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper tier retail association.
Early adopter at Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Close enough. Hey, didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times.
With Auntie's Choice.
Oh, me? You must have mistaken me for a site sanitation engineer. Well, that's a real compliment. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says, anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely.
As site sanitation manager, Doc.
She don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Will refresh your info security fundamentals, Reggie. Congrats! You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files.
Really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom rung there, to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and our lives depended on it.
Might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news. Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and...
Purple berry product sample! Purple berry product sample!
League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than
Need anything?
the Directorate's watered-down ripoff.
More's the pity.
My, how imaginative.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just converserate?
In the Tuesday and Thursday zones? Why even have the T zones then?
Well, wow, is that right? I'm pretty good at that, I guess. Not sure I ever talked about anything important my whole life, though. This seat looks really comfortable. Oh, I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me, in an actual saloon, with someone to talk to, I mean. So, you want to start?
Between the Easy Heel loafers and Spectrum brand bandits, I'd pit our least bankable...
First part I'm iffy on. Auntie's Choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting. Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge. Then we were on a ship a while before getting here. I'm not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me. That's the short version.
Professional athletes bludgeon each other. Such a relatable interest. See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox.
You think so? Huh. I just thought it was because we've been friends for ever now. We look out for each other, you know, from afar.
Specifically founded to fight what nature
A few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think. Had everything. Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining. The works.
Consumed the first of many rivals, but that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free trade.
I always thought that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. Way I came up, those are treasures. Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
My dear child, every day is a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things
Felicity.
that money can buy.
Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically? If that's how that works? She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, you know, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject.
Leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no, I do enjoy spectating arousing
I mean, I wouldn't exactly say it like that. Exactly. That sounds not as good as I think it.
from the home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy
We were, what do you call them? Bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
My, how imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rules.
Oh, you bet. That musical they made about her? Well, them songs were catchy as hell, but it sure left a lot out. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
You ate food once? Is that? Is that so? Recall anything else about her of, I don't know, even greater import?
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
Notice you've got your own share of prostheses. Those from the garbage pile on Argos or testing on Numa?
Lost an arm back when we learned that antacid wasn't safe for skin. One foot was testing a raptidon repellent where, I guess they were more just indifferent. I lose track.
Law.
It would be an embarrassment of body goals. Imagine the ad windfall. Our athletic assets would achieve full profit potential as human.
That's not exactly something I've been privy to, you know, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems. Well, thanks. I don't rightly know how that would have any bearing on it, but I sure appreciate the sentiment.
Pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature.
Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe.
And self-betterment throughout the galaxy, but we do so knowing you.
You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy. that might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess.
Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
No, there's stuff I can't say things about. Not to somebody I just met for now, I reckon. Sorry. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile on Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good, even.
The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance if you don't look for it. Next is assertive arbitration. Quite the bit pit. Down 14% in net growth.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Value added Esplanade.
Output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit
You want freedom of choice. The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turfer-Tyler, 6th base person for the Auntie Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that Moon Man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice!
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Hey everybody, look who it is. Our duly contracted proxy. All finished?
Didn't make the drink or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent? You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee.
Huh. A rumor had it she was one of the Schuyler line, old money family, type who looked down at anybody who worked for a living. Never seemed like her. I got a whole lot of insightful observations like that, you know.
Wait, there's been more than one Auntie Cleo? Explains a lot, now that I think about it. Like how she ain't a few hundred years old. Huh.
Learn anything more? Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, many of your top CEOs have working garbage heaps in their background.
It's said to prepare you for all the, reeking effluvia that life throws at you. Very practical that way when you think about it. That everything?
Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
What else? Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times.
Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt, but he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it. Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and I start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day. Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay, we'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed-upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take charge stuff.
A moment now. Approaching station. Head office tower.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons,
Can't tell the
I
difference
have
between
whatever size
cover and
weaponry
concealment,
you need to make all
but
your
you need a
problems
good
past
set of
tense.
armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Which do you like invading more? The Protectorate or the Order?
All that Protectorate EA saying is downright unnerving, but at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
I never know what either of them are saying half the time. Product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter, and Auntie's choice.
Ah, wonderful. More of you.
Dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all,
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it.
wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice.
Not bad, not bad. I might write that down to reuse later. You know, pawn off as my own. Got anything else?
With Auntie's choice.
Ah, a return to the classics, I see. Almost good enough to steal. Almost. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more? Better, better. Factually incorrect, but I appreciate playing fast and loose with the truth, with the intention of getting under my skin. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means. I figured as much. You're like one of our products. You fall apart after minor usage.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you. I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to the brig are required to taunt the prisoners, at least to the best of their abilities.
We hope you've deeply enjoyed your visit to The Brig by Corporate Compliance.
Yeah.
This should be rich. What now? Jeer away.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice or its
Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want?
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate
Frankly, that any of these rung leeches have a thought to spare for me over all the false hopes Auntie's hammered into them astounds me. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away.
Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society...
Don't try using that reverse psychology nonsense on me. I practically invented being contrary. You want something, some dirt only I have. Well, I want something first.
Understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled...
Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, Regional Brand Manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man? Dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now.
I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no, I do enjoy...
You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, look at me. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say.
Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it.
Not on me presently, no. They tend to take things off prisoners, you know? It's weirdly universal. Also wasn't wearing this reeking thing prior to being staged for public ridicule. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk. Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. Though I should mention, while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. What is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it, and/or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right, see that door behind me? It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
What? You forget what you needed to do? The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in that room behind the guard desk. The PA system controls are in an office at client intake, near where your ship is probably parked. Get going. The next irritating voice I hear on that loudspeaker, I want to be my own.
Employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one way.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone succeeds in ventilating you.
Takes all sorts.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems past tense.
I was on the edge of my luxury 60-high expectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sales, invasive marketing, the arena with their official anti.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Too much Spacer's ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Finally, an edible sedative knows that better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's Choice? Too much Spacer's ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you. You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away. Why choose just any choice when you could choose?
You want freedom of choice? You want Annie's choice. By entering further, you waive all rights and claims to anatomy, appearance, and so-called intellectual property. See fine print, pages 368 to 474 for details.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice no. That a better you is just.
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plundership. This ill-conceived,
off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Spacer's Choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in people's heads. Yes, our workers were beat down by a rigged system and lack of mobility, but no hope is better than false hope, right? I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen. Anti-Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice. Corporations who unfairly... deck against the little person, as they tried with us at
We took what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice. Attention any and all no-getters on my payroll. It's time to recognize the downwardly mobile with my latest demotions report. Starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons,
Can't tell the
I
difference
have whatever
between
size
cover and
weaponry you
concealment.
need to make
Then
all
you
your
need a
problems
good
past
set of
tense.
armor before someone succeeds in ventilating.
Manager Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary...
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now. You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Anti-Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her, voted her and her execs out. Then we shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example. After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior-ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing since has been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it.
As intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet...
What I had to say was more important. People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly.
Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume.
With Auntie's Choice.
This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, law willing, she'll be executed for treason against a legitimate corporation. If I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here leading to success there and such. No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time.
Program than the Protectorate's watered-down ripoff. Pitchball, they call it. My. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule changes. Bronzing is prohibited in the Tuesday and Thursday zone.
Can't tell the
From
difference
pop
between
guns
cover
to
and
self-propelled
concealment.
cannons,
Then you
I have
need
whatever
a good
size
set of
weaponry
armor
you
before
need to make
someone
all your
succeeds in
problems past
ventilating.
tense.
Ears in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink.
purchase and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The Big Rift cut off tossball news from home, but our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute.
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assumed that was your doing. Wait, what?
What? But Auntie said the last message that arrived from Earth was the board putting her in charge. Guess that does sound rather convenient.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, contextually. Yeah, right. Pay you and you'll go sell the secret to someone else. And someone upstairs will find out, and we'll all get killed. Guess the executive decision's getting executed then. Attack!
Got eyes on some soldiers.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.